It starts with love.
And ends with death.
Love is someone I can admire from a distance but never get close to. I spent years chasing her.
Staying at a distance in fear.
I looked forward to meeting her my entire life.
Death is someone people should be afraid of, and I was. It wasn't until she found me at my lowest that I realized she was never scared.
I would catch glimpses of love in the hallways and hear her voice in the lunchroom when my conversations died out. She was all around me, but never with me.
Her letter pinned to my wall next to the vase she painted, reading a promise to protect me.
Her eyes were a shade of
green, matching the forest she found me in and pulled me out of.
Her eyes were a shade of brown, matching the chocolate chip cookies I would bake as an excuse to go over to her house. Love was exactly what I expected her to be. A best friend and someone I shared jokes with that nobody else understood. Until it was love. When it was really love and not just a glimpse, she sat way too close to me, and her hands were really cold, and she would spoil the movie we were watching just because she was mad at me.
Her touch gave me frostbite, stealing my warmth. I gave it up so easily as I love the cold. Her hug is perfect on hot summer days, cooling me down.
I felt more like I was facing off with Lady Death than I did with love.
It's a never-ending cycle of loving something while hating another. Love burnt me in the summer as if she was scalding concrete under bare feet. She left me to die in temperatures so painful.
Instead of a sunny path with flowers lining it, love felt more like an empty street in the dead of winter. Cold and eerie and empty.
Instead of an incinerator, death is a blizzard in New York. A white blanket over the city before the tourists wake up to make it a slushy mess. Death is destruction.
Gone was what I treasured from my best friend.
She is my best friend.
The same movements underscored with a sense of uncomfortability I couldn't get out of my head, so I did the only thing I knew how to do, and I ran away.
Death stabilizes me. Her hands are soft, but not enough to distract me from her belt buckle, making an impression on my thigh.
Love put her feet on my lap, and I pushed them off. Love would show up at my house and throw rocks at my window.
Like in High School Musical, where Zac Efron shows up wearing the joutfit.
And I would tell her to stop.
For fear of the glass, of course.
Love knocked on my door. I locked her out.
She is the most pivotal figure in my life.
But I must let her go.
I pull her closer to my chest and watch everyone else slip away. I see her in my future now.
She is a glimpse once again, but with much more pain behind it. Love has returned to an ideal rather than an experience, and somehow
I miss her again. I used to secretly search for her red hair peeking from across the hall, and now she waits for me and walks me to class.
She sits as far away from me as she can. I can't blame her, really. I miss what we were before.
Stolen glances in a classroom.
Waving in the halls.
But nothing more. It started with love.
And ended with death.
I used to cry all the time until I thought I was going to die. Then it stopped and all the tears dried. I couldn't understand how they didn't believe me until I lost my walking ability. How could you turn away a 15-year-old child? Were my needs just not worthwhile? I wasn't even with my mom when I shaved my head, and you will never know how many nights I've spent in hospital beds. Sometimes I hope the way you know I had to fight keeps you up at night. How many pokes, how many pricks, how many pills, and how much pain? The fear that my life and body will never be the same. I should have a doctor in hospital visits, labs done daily, analyzed, while I hear young patients cry. Beep, beep, beep. There's no quiet when you have a chemo pole, pressing every button, trying to shut it off. Feels like playing a game of whack-a-mole. Lying there in my personal plastic pen, I reminisce. Suddenly, I realize I missed out on so much school and friends. I even missed my school's stupid sporting events. Go Mustangs! I know that no one can be blamed for all of this, but the fact that I can't point fingers makes me so pissed. I woke up from surgery, unable to move. I couldn't even use the bathroom. Instead, I had a tube. Lying there in that hospital room with watering eyes, a feeling I can only explain as being captured in time. The ones who never left my side are my parents, nurses, and Shay, my ride or die. Others think people come and visit, but the truth is, they don't. They treat you like an exotic animal to view, but only from afar, of course. They would never get off their high horse. Well, not for me at least, especially now that I resemble some bald beast. There's two types of people I'm around, the people who stare and the people who pretend I'm not there. I've got to say, it used to really hurt and make me constantly rethink my worth. Some people believe there's a God above, but if there really is one, how could it do this to a child they supposedly love?
Fragile shards intertwine with our lives. Shards made of glass represent our broken hearts. From left to right, glass erodes my vision. From side to side, I sway, careful not to step on a shattered heart. All I see is glass. Your vain attempts at hiding fall in focus on my rearview mirror. Cautiously I drive, not too fast, not too slow. In a dance of patience, I slide from left to right, from side to side. I'm concealed by glass, trapped by a see-through layer. I see those on the other side. Blurry faces, seemingly amazed by my existence. In a world made of glass, I somehow feel trapped. I'm here for all to see. All they do is look. No one talks, no one dares approach me. It's as if they can't approach me. In a world made of glass, I yearn for privacy. I yearn to not know all the secrets I see through the glass. Shards of broken glass show my hatred, show my passion to reach the other side.